Hi! Oh my gosh, I'm live. Hey, Facebook. This is Mandy Irby. I am the birth nurse, and I have the 3-step formula for a kick ass VBAC today. I'm so excited to share this with you. If you just thought of someone who needs to hear this, share this with them. I am live right now, and they can join us. I'm so nervous. This is my first live video, so let me just get into it. I want you to be confident and empowered in your VBAC. Having a VBAC is more than just pushing out a baby. It's about being empowered and feeling confident. So let me give you, I have a fly in here just, you know that happens every time I get on a video. But let me tell you my 3 steps. They're easy and I'm going to be quick. Also, if you're in the group, you saw this wonderful mom. Let me just read this to you really quick. Lauren, about speaking of being confident and empowered. Lauren just told me that thank you so much for your wonderful Lamaze class. I was able to deliver my son in 11 hours without any pain medication or other interventions. Holy moly. She says, thank you for giving me the confidence I needed to be brave, bold, and strong. So imagine that for your VBAC. Oh my gosh. That's why I get so excited about talking about VBACs, because there's so much potential for you and also so much work to do. So in preparation, let's get going. 3 steps. Oh, 3 steps, I promise. Let's do a really fun competition. In the comments, I already started it. Hey guys, if you're here, let me know. In the comments, I already started it, a little competition. I saw this on another video of mine that you guys like doing this. So keep it going here. I want to know who the winners are, 2018 babies or 2019 babies. So if you're watching right now, holler down below in the comments, are you having a 2018 baby or a 2019 baby? And we'll see who wins. Okay. So traumatic. So here are the questions. These, I am like scattered. These live videos, I'm going live every week on Wednesday through the fall. And the fall might be like December. I don't know how much I'll love this, but I want to try something new. And you guys are sending me questions constantly on the Facebook page, Birth Nurse, the group all about birth, what comes next. Everywhere I'm getting emails, I'm getting questions. So the question was sent in by Veronica. Thank you, Veronica. It says, I was wondering if you have any info you can share on VBAC, VBA2C. So if you know that lingo, you know that is a VBAC after 2 cesareans. So a vaginal birth after 2 cesareans. After my 2 very traumatizing C-sections, I'm trying to heal physically and mentally. I looked up peanut ball positions on YouTube and found you, and I'm so happy I did, sending you positive vibes. Hey, Veronica, thank you for your question. I'm sending you positive vibes, and we've spoken a little bit, and then you found me on Instagram because you need this information, and so I need to share it with you, and I can't wait. And then another question just today in the group by Mary B. Is monitoring absolutely necessary for a VBAC? And I'm assuming you mean continuous fetal monitoring, and that's a really good question. So traumatic birth processing, Veronica, you asked that. That is not only another video topic, that's another series. And you just touched my heart with that story. Really, seriously, I am hurrying to get information out there because like second to VBAC questions, that is a very hot topic. And personally, I can also speak to that. So that's coming up. If you have not yet subscribed, this channel is all about helping busy people birth boldly. It's a lot of stuff too. So subscribe, you'll be notified when I do cover birth processing. And if you click the bell, you'll be notified on your phone, which is awesome. That's how my husband knows I'm live right now. Hey, babe. So the 3-step formula, get out a pen, get out some paper. It's the secret is in the preparation. The first step is preparing your baby. I know your baby's on the inside, like talking to your baby. No, it's not that. It's preparing your baby to do her job. My last baby was a girl, so I'll refer to her as her. preparing your baby to do her job. As I always say, if you've gone through my courses, if you're one of my students, you've heard me. The baby can find her route out. She knows her route out best. So we have a little effect on that because we can help her with our positioning, with our exercises, with our movements, with how we work, how we sleep, how we do things day to day, prepare her for finding her route out easier. We want her to do her job. That is why it is my number one, because the baby knows how to come out. And I don't blame baby for your cesarean. Seriously, I do not. But there's so many reasons to have a cesarean. And we're not even, if I'm ballsy enough today, I'm going to post my private video from my private group onto my Facebook page, The Birth Nurse. Head over there if you want to see me make a fool of myself live there. But that video was just chock full of like processing C-section and working through, are you going to have another one? Where are you going to have another one? Why? Like what goes into that decision? So I'm not doing that here, but there are a lot. And I bet you are coming to your next birth or you're preparing for your next birth with some baggage. You have some stuff really packed away deep from that first birth. So cutting that out and starting with the baby, I think is the best way, because that leads us into step 2 really in just a second. But this is a different birth and this is a different baby. So not that the first baby like didn't do her job, but this is different. So we're starting like freshy fresh. This is this baby's story. That was that baby's story. This baby's story, let's just help her find her best route out. And it's going to help you go into labor on your own, which I'm Lamaze. I teach Lamaze. I think Lamaze is the bomb. Lamaze teaches evidence-based practice so parents can make informed and empowered decisions for themselves and go into birth feeling confident and in control. Boom. That's why I teach Lamaze, because it is the best. It's the best way to prepare. And Lamaze encourages you to avoid unnecessary interventions. Think about an induction as an intervention. It's actually like a big umbrella with a bunch of other interventions underneath. Induction always sounds like more control, but as a nurse, as a labor and delivery nurse, I feel like a lot of my patients, a lot of my clients that I see in the hospital feel less in control in an induction. It sounds great and it sounds like you have more control, but really it can just pile on the limitations. You have a time frame. Sometimes you just have more intervention and more possibility for problems, risks, things like that. So avoiding unnecessary introductions, doing things to help you start labor on your own. Number 2, preparing the PREGGO. So if you are a family member or a support person watching, tag your PREGGO here, or that's Facebook. Share this with your PREGGO, with your PREGGO friend, your baby mama, your partner, whatever. Share this with them. They need to start preparing themselves. And that is however you take that. That is open-ended. And generally, the first thing you need to prepare is the first thing that you thought of, right? Probably, well, I'm just guessing. For some people, it's processing that first birth. Sometimes gaining control means letting some things go first, and then you're able to move forward in a new, clean, a reborn way, if you will. So preparing your body from step number 1, and also preparing yourself to have a new experience, to be open, and educating yourself. Being able to make decisions to honor this birth, not setting yourself up for failure, not bringing that, not that a cesarean is failure, but you're preparing your mind. And I go into a lot of this like fear and pain and power in my courses. And it's like, there's so much there, but you deserve the birth that you want, and you deserve to be respected, right? You deserve to be respected. Sorry, I don't know what that was. And here's my fly friend. You deserve to be respected and listened to, and know realistic expectations about this process. It is not setting yourself up for what happened last time, whatever that was. It could have been an empowering cesarean and you just want something different, but more information does not necessarily mean scary. Okay. Sometimes just giving information the power instead of your fear the power is what you really need to do to move forward and be able to learn about this next birth and about what you need to do to prepare. Am I getting everything? Am I getting everything? Yes, yes, yes. So, okay, knowing your realistic options. How the heck do you do that? That's step number 3. Location. Prepare location. Yeah, prepare location. How the heck do you do that? Well, I talk about this all the time. If you've seen other videos, if you've worked with me in my Lamaze classes online or in person, location, location, location. Make sure you are choosing a VBAC friendly provider and location for your birth. This could be home, could be the hospital. If you watch that video on Facebook, on my Facebook page, we talk about home birth versus hospital birth. But knowing your cesarean rate at your hospital can be huge. So this is also for people who are trying to get pregnant. TTC, put that in the comments. Let me know if you are not there yet, but you're preparing your mind for what's to come. I applaud you. You were putting in so much good work right now. So the cesarean rate at your hospital can influence the outcome of your birth. And that sucks, but it is true. And there is evidence on that. So your provider might also know their cesarean rate. And not every provider knows that. I just got a question today in another video in a comment. Who do I ask for this information? And you can ask your provider. Your provider might not know, but I'm just going to pause here and say this. If it's a big deal to them, they know their rate. Okay. They know if they're above the national average or below, they know their rate. And the ones that I've talked to that know their rate, it's low. So that's a good thing for you. So they are going to be VBAC friendly. They are going to really know the benefits of having a vaginal birth over cesarean, that maybe that's what you're holding true to you and why you're deciding a vaginal birth. And they're going to educate you, empower you, and stick with you through that a little differently than someone who may not be comfortable with it and may put more limitations on it to try to gain control, because it's about the unknowns and the risk. That makes sense. Take a tour of your hospital. So even if you're giving birth at home, I know you're out there. Let me know. HBAC, home birth, down in the comments. I know you're there and I know you're considering it. And I have some ideas as to why. But I know you're there and I hear you and I see you. And this is not just for people having a birth in a hospital. But even if you're at home, you need to be ready for a transfer, because that's sometimes what happens. And that's a really powerful way to be prepared, is to see the hospital that you'd be transferred to. Ask them those questions. So that continuous monitoring question, you're going to see what kind of monitors they have at your visit, at your tour. Ask them, do you have telemetry? Do I have to be monitored continuously? Personally, I don't know a provider that does not want monitoring continuously during a vaginal birth after cesarean or a trial of labor after cesarean, because you're high risk. However, the studies show that the fetal heart rate monitor is not necessarily indicative. It is not the only sign or a definitive sign that your uterus has opened back up at the scar. That is what we think, and we like to watch for that, but that is not the only sign. And just because there are drops in the baby's heart rate does not mean definitively that your scar has opened up. So it's tricky. Also, continuous monitoring does have a higher risk for cesarean. So does having a cesarean. So opening up to those possibilities and that reality, I think, is going to actually help you feel more in control than out of control, if that makes sense. All right. To recap. Oh my gosh, I see. Trying for a VBAC, November, December, November. Where are my 2019 babies? All right, put them in the comments. I want to see you. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you for sharing. So, recap the 3 steps. Preparing is so important. Baby, PREGGO, and location. That's really your options and your choices. So, no matter how this baby comes out, your birth is going to be important. Your birth is important, and it could be life-changing. So preparing, talking about it, taking away that scary stuff, that power that the scary has on us, is super important. If you learned something today, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. It helps me know that this is helping you so I can make more videos like this. if you learned something, share this video. And this is why it's so important. Blast it on all your social platforms. Blast it to your friends. Blast it to everyone you know. Why? Because we need to lift each other up about birth. The more we ask for what we want, the more your friends ask for what they want. The more likely the birth culture will change once our babies start having babies. Is that powerful? That kind of gets me because we need it to change. We need to be empowered. We need to feel in control of what's going on. And I know that a lot of people who have had cesareans in the past are just hungry for that. I want to know what's going on and I want to make decisions in my birth this time or more so than last time. So share this with other people. Keep that conversation going. Thank you so much. All right, comment your takeaways below and your questions. I need questions to answer on Wednesday. I'll be back here live. I'm going to be so more technical. You will not even recognize me. I'm going to get on the computer and show you some things. So drop your questions below. I know you've got them. No topic is off limits. Seriously. I promise you, no topic is off limits. You should hear my discussion at the dinner table. My husband will confirm I talk about everything whenever I want. All right. If you want to dive deeper, learn more about any of these 3 steps, especially number 1, I have that for free. It's a lesson down below. I've already put the comment down there. You can just click on the link and get that first lesson for free about helping your baby find her route out. It's free. And it's super fun and it's not that long. It's for busy people, so it's short. You can get right through it. You can watch it on your phone. Boom. And then I will see you next week. So thank you for the questions. I've been posting all about you in my pregnancy groups. Jenny, I love you. Thank you. Hello and thank you. It's so good to see you here. All right, guys, this has been so fun. I will see you on Instagram for behind the scenes. I will see you in my group all about birth and what comes next. And if I get ballsy right now, which I'm on this go live super high, I am going to share that private video about home birth and vaginal birth after cesarean on the Facebook page. So I will see you at the Birth Nurse on Facebook. Thank you so much for your questions. Bye. And end streaming. I can do this. Oh, did you guys see this? My son wanted to show you. That's, we are so ready for Halloween. We're going to be Frankensteins. I can't wait to show you. All right. End streaming. Bye.